Go
Well,
ahead.
yes, I think that's very unfortunate because you don't want to divide the New Testament into two separate groups like that. Certainly, Jesus recognized there were Gentiles to be evangelized. He evangelized mostly Jews, it's true, an occasional brush he had with pagans, but mostly he spoke and preached to Jews. That's true. But he then authorized his apostles to go into the entire world and preach the gospel, one gospel, not two, to every single person. So the other flock would be the Gentile people as distinct from the Jews. And Jesus authorizes the same one gospel and the same one hope for all of those people. The best text to nail this is Revelation 5, verse 10, which speaks of the function of all Christians together. Let me turn to Revelation 5, verse 10 there. What do we read? Let's see. Revelation 5 and verse 10, a very unifying statement, if ever there was one. Don't use the King James Bible here, by the way, it's corrupted. Use the New American Standard Version or a modern updated version. Verse 9 says, there are people who are singing a new song, and they're saying, worthy are you, addressing Jesus, to take the book and to break its seals. For you, Jesus, was slain, as crucified, and you, Jesus, have purchased for God, who is the Father and God of Jesus, with your blood, men from every tribe and tongue and people and nation. It couldn't be more unifying than that. That's wonderful. And then in verse 10, and you, Jesus, have made all of these people to be a kingdom and priests to our God, and they will reign as kings, royalty upon the earth. That's really not so hard. And when you start messing with the words there, no need for that. That's perfectly easy. Epitisies, I'm using the modern Greek pronunciation. Upon the earth means on the earth. Jesus said the meek are going to inherit the earth and live in the earth. Psalm 37 gives you that fact 5 times over. So I don't see the difficulty here. I'm sorry. What am I missing? What is this about two hopes? There's only one hope. That's to reign epitasis on the earth. And I'll point out that the camp of the saints in Revelation 21, at the very end of Scripture, the New Testament, that camp of the saints is on the earth. That's where the saints are, still ruling. So, all of that put together is a very simple truth. There are not two different groups in the church. Now, there are 144,000 and a great crowd also in Revelation 7. And these are defined by John. He says these are people who will have come through and out of the great tribulation. As to say, not every Christian is bound to go through the great tribulation, and he will not escape it by going to heaven at a pre tribulation rapture. That's not right at all. There's no such thing as a pre tribulation rapture. But if you don't need to be tried and tested in the rigors of the Great Tribulation, that time of unparalleled trouble just before the second coming, if you don't need to be tested, then God could cause you to escape in your own house or whatever it is, in your basement, I don't know, or by fleeing to another country. That's true. And that's true then of the 144,000 from the various tribes, apparently, and then a great crowd of international ones. But that's nothing to do with two different hopes. All of these good people who succeed and remain faithful to the end will be reigning with Messiah upon the earth. Revelation 5, verse 10.